Good morning. Very nice to see you here and very nice to connect with the people. I think for last 2 years, we all and a lot of us have been either sitting inside rooms or at our homes waiting for the opportunity to do what we all used to do, mix with people, move around, travel in buses, go from one place to another. With all that now coming back a little bit to normal over the last 4 to 5 months, I think it was excellent news that Prawaas organized this exhibition 3.0 here in Hyderabad. So firstly, Hyderabad as a location is good, well connected, and has these excellent high-tech facilities here which make it very easy for us compared to other locations to have a nice place to display buses for our customers across the country. So I think Prawaas has chosen and Boki has chosen just the right time. They've done a great job. On our part, when everything had closed, we used that time to actually go back into our factories, use our people to do design products which we always thought of but never had the time to do. So with business stopping, that was in another way a big challenge, but on the other hand, it was also an opportunity. And we wanted that when the market is coming back, we should have something for the customers where they should be thrilled, they should like that they are now with everything coming back. They don't only have to go back to the normal business, but they have as operators something new to carry to the traveling public. And that is what has been the intention with Volvo 9600. And I think that over 3,000 plus operators have showed up here yesterday and today, and our objective of showing them a world-class Volvo 9600 on 15 and 13.5 meter platforms for both sleeper and seater version has been met in a good way. So thank you. I'll go back a little bit to history because this is an excellent moment to thank all the people who travel in buses. Because 20 years back when Volvo came in here, it was difficult for an operator to use this or buy a Volvo because it was many times more expensive than a normal truck chassis built ordinary bus. It was then the public which traveled in these buses demanded this service, comfort, safety, quality that the operator community started to, and the state corporations, transport undertakings, tourism corporations started to bring in Volvo for the people. So the credit always goes to the people because the end customer for this is the people who travel in the bus. Now over the last 5 to 7 years in India, the market has shifted to sleeper buses. But unfortunately, 5 to 7 years back, there were no norms in place for sleeper buses. Therefore, any bodybuilder could make what they liked. Every state had its own choice. Every city had its own choice. Every operator had their own choice. 2 years back, the government of India put standard norms in place and made it possible for OEMs like us to be able to make a bus. And that was the driving factor because we would like to do whatever is within the regulations. And earlier sleeper buses were not in the regulations. Today they are in the regulations. So I'm pleased to state that we are the only OEM today which is making a sleeper bus inside our factory and giving a complete built-up sleeper to our customers. And then if you do that as Volvo, you always want to create a benchmark. We certainly would like to stand for the quality, for the safety we offer, for the environmental care we offer with the products and the engines of the highest standard which we build. And it is with that thinking we wanted to create a sleeper which is loved by the industry and especially the people who will travel from one place to another. And from whatever I've heard from over 1,000 plus customers coming here yesterday, it has been that they love what we have done. Some customers have even asked us, did you build this in Europe and bring it here? So I think it really has, as they say, hit the nail on the head. The berths, we've got a lot of feedback from our customers whom we have shown certain different kind of buses on sleeper over the last 6 months, and they have said, well, improve the headroom, give us about 6 feet space, make it lighted, make it comfortable, put some headroom so that people can sit also on a berth. We want to put our hand luggage here, we want to carry nice luggage, so improve the boot space. So all these things have been kept in mind when designing a sleeper bus, and this has been the outcome of it. So our 9600 today is the same product platform which runs anywhere else in the world, which means if you travel to Europe or US or Canada or any other market in the world, you will see the same bus profile, car lines as this particular bus. So India is absolutely up to date with modern technology in the world. Then inside the bus, lots of features for people to sleep, good light, good USB points, infotainment systems, enhanced safety features. These are all a combination which will make traveling a pleasure for the people who will choose a Volvo 9600 to move from one place to another in the coming future. The reason why an operator today normally goes to a bodybuilder is that a bodybuilder probably is making a body which is more tuned to the need of the traveling public, because an operator keeps on getting good feedback from them. And we never go and make products out on our own. We always involve customers, and especially the key ones, if not everyone. And the bus has been made after feedback from them. So we have in the design process made a number of changes. And if I go, I can just rattle out many, but let me not get into it. So this is an outcome of after discussion with customers. So response has been very positive. In terms of safety, we have enhanced the air suspension system. We have even further reduced the noise levels in the engine area at the back. We have enhanced the sleeper berths at the back, which will make it more comfortable. It has an improved ESP, stable electronic stability system, and that would make sure that even if at high speeds, the roads are wet or anything is there, the hold of the bus on the road from safety purpose is there. The frontal safety mechanism when the driver is driving, new car line and a new dashboard which looks like a car for the driver because he also feels nice. A much longer windscreen which gives a very, very clear view. Very nice side glasses and big ones inside, which make it possible for a person, as if they're sitting in a train going on a long journey, they can enjoy the view outside. A possibility with headrest, as you see here at the back, where if people are not lying down all the time, for whatever little time they're sitting up, there is space to sit up, there is space for them. And then of course the buses, we try to use as environment friendly material as possible. We try that from our side, our engines are not only the most fuel efficient, but also have the highest level of in terms of emission norms, performances, and that is where Volvo is a hallmark. As VE commercial vehicles, we have two of the best plants in India for Volvo and for Eicher, in Indore and in Bangalore, and these are the plants we intend to keep on learning and building bodies here as complete buses for our customers tuned to their needs. Of course, obviously, unlike a car where you and me buy it for our passion and what you like or the family likes, but when it comes to bus, it's a business. The operator can love anything, but end of the day, he has to make money or she has to make money from the business. And keeping that in mind, total cost of ownership is extremely important today. And especially when it's a Volvo, it's a premium product. It is very important that the customer is able to generate revenues in order to enhance their profitability while offering excellent travel benefits to the traveling public. So if you look at a normal bus, it's normally 12 meters. The government has changed the norm to 13.5. which I think on 2-axle is excellent, and we are ready with it. And then the 15-meter. Because if a bus is going 700-800 kilometers, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 kilometers, a longer bus helps. It's much more comfortable with the excellent suspension system it has. It is, for a customer on a very long route, this feels like aircraft on wheels, on the road. So total cost of ownership on a 15-meter gives 40 plus 2 berths, which is much more than smaller buses, and that means that the viability certainly goes up for the operator. So fuel efficiency is extremely important. So we have moved now from 11 liter on 15-meter coaches to 8 liter optimized 350 horsepower engine, and that would improve the fuel efficiency, and we know that fuel prices have really jumped up. So these are things like that which really need to be driven, and end of the day, this is the business. Then, of course, when we build it in our own plant, it is the quality. It's not that after 4, 5, 6 years you used to think that, okay, my God, my bus is getting too old. It's a Volvo, it's built in a Volvo plant, and will live its life of 12 to 15 years, or if the customer is maintaining it well. And then you said India is a cost-conscious market. So of course, if you look at any large operator today, 20-30% of their fleet is Volvo. But the balance, 60-70% of the fleet is still front engine. And that is where our Eicher products come in. We have launched a Eicher front engine, which is also shown here in 13.5, both in seater and sleeper versions, for the customer who wants that 60-70% of the business is more cost conscious. Then instead of other competitors, stay with the same family of Volvo Eicher commercial vehicles, one product line for all the buses of different types, and that is the thinking with which we are moving to offer whatever our customer needs. So I think for everyone, including us, the COVID years have been very, very difficult. Business has not been there. People have naturally, due to COVID, not traveled in buses. And therefore, to see the market coming back is really a pleasure. The light and medium duty bus market came back about 4-5 months back. The intercity long distance market will now be back from this month, August, because this is when the season period starts to pick up. And most of the operators during summer have had, after a very long time, good gains, good revenues, a little bit of earnings. Even if a lot of financial overdues are still there with banks for big operators, still the wheel has started to churn. So I think we have lived the first 4 months of this financial year primarily on our Eicher business with school buses, where we have 30 to 40% market share in India, then staff buses, route permit and stage carriage buses. That has primarily delivered the volume. And I would say that it has been great. Almost over 5,000 vehicles sold in the first 4 months. Buses sold on the Eicher brand, which is a substantial growth. And in 4 months, we have sold much more than what we did in the full year last year. Because during COVID, people were not traveling. So that doesn't bring the industry to normal. It will still take a year or two to normalize. So light and medium duty has started in the right note. Heavy duty and intercity will come in now. So our outlook is really very positive. I am really pleased with what the team has done here. Brought in and offered customers new things on a 13-point, on a 15-meter, on a Volvo, on an Eicher, on an electric bus, standing outside our staff school buses, route permit buses. So we have offered the full plethora to our customers, so that when they are now, after 2-3 years, either the buses have got spoiled or there is replacement, all that demand will come back. And then they have another partner to choose from. And there are a lot of operators who do intercity but also do staff, or do school but also do staff, or do school and intercity. So there are combinations. And we are probably one of the very few companies in India with our own products for every need. So today, when 3,000 plus operators walk into Boki or to Prawaas over these 2 days, we have a dialogue with them on anything and everything. And I think that customer loves it because they want one-stop solution. They want to buy from one place, they want service from one place. Why would they go to 4 other different manufacturers for 4 different product lines? And I think that is the thinking with which over the last 1.5 years, since we have created Volvo Eicher Commercial Vehicle Bus Division, that's the thinking with which we are moving out there in the market, which is really appreciated by our customers. Thank you. Please travel and travel safe and comfortable.